Soyez savoir, we love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In this bulletin, PM calls for greater commitment. More alarming drowning stats revealed. And major decline in real estate market.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Atera Lendua.
Prime Minister Vorenge Bainimarama this morning called for far greater commitment in increasing global financing for climate change. Bainimarama stressed in the UN's high-level virtual roundtable on climate action that speeches won't save us, and neither will nice tweets or photo opportunities. He says the only expectation is action, and the world needs solidarity, reductions in emissions that can be measured, and resources that vulnerable nations can afford to access now. Bainimarama delivered the strong message at the virtual roundtable convened by the United Nations Secretary General along the margins of the 75th United Nations General Assembly.
Billions of people now share the anxiety Fijians have known for a generation as they find themselves one superstorm, mega fire, or flash flood removed from catastrophe. If we don't win the race to net zero emissions, we are headed for 3 or 4 degrees of global warming, an Earth we will not recognize, and a climate we cannot survive.
Police have confirmed that of the 35 drownings this year, 20 were children below the age of 18. Police say drownings have increased by 40% in 2020 compared to the same period last year. Statistics have also revealed that 29 of those who drowned were males. The Western Division recorded the highest with 13 deaths, Northern with 9, Eastern with 6, Central with 2, and there were 5 drownings recorded in the Southern Division. 20% of the victims drowned while swimming with friends at popular picnic spots, and 23% drowned due to being swept away by strong currents or in flooded waters. The real estate market in Fiji is experiencing a decline in prices of up to 20%. Bayshore Real Estate Director Arif Khan says this is more prevalent in the West as Nadi is badly affected by the drop in tourism. Khan says there's also been a decline of 30% in rental prices and an increase in the number of properties for rent.
The demand for rentals has decreased, the inventory has increased, and consequently that has led to a decline to anywhere from 20% to even 30%.
The chair of the USB Audit and Risk Committee, Mahmood Khan, says his family ties have nothing to do with his concerns regarding USP and its Vice-Chancellor, Professor Paul Alwalia. Khan is related to Minister for Economy, Ayaz Said Qayyum. National Federation Party President Pio Tikundondua claims the minister has his own relative on the USP Council. Khan has been trying to have more than 30 allegations against Professor Alwalia independently investigated, saying his claims still stand regardless of who his relatives are.
I decided to put myself forward to actually serve my beloved country. And using my past experience, I've been able to do that. And now that seems to be a problem with some people.
Khan has over 40 years' experience as a chartered accountant in New Zealand, specializing in risk, governance and investigations. The Ministry of Local Government will be expanding 3 community markets within the Suva municipality. These are the Rewanga, Flagstaff and Mead Road markets in Nambour. Minister Pramila Kumar says the government is keen on decentralizing markets, and this has been obvious over the years.
We're going to build the Rewanga market, the informal Rewanga market, not the old Rewanga market. So we are putting up around 60 stalls there in a much better environment with toilet facilities and taps and everything for the vendors, and a smaller market in Flagstaff, replacing what they have at the moment, and a market in Mead Road. And this is the way forward. so that people are not selling from any place they like.
Tourism and Trade Minister Fayaz Koya is calling on Fijians to commend the work and sacrifices made by seafarers and ship workers over the years, and particularly in these trying times. Speaking during the World Maritime Day celebration at Port Denarau in Nadi, Koya said the extra effort is needed to boost the operations of Fiji's maritime sector and at the same time ensure our maritime ecosystem is protected. He added our ocean is key to performance in the tourism sector, and this has prompted the government to initiate a 100% sustainable management of our marine ecosystem by shifting to low carbon shipping.
As we chart our economic recovery post-pandemic, we must ensure that we are building back in a sustainable manner and protecting the health of our ocean, which is critical for the well-being of all Fijians. Apart from being a source of food and employment, our oceans are actually the bedrock of Fiji's tourism industry. So it is our responsibility to ensure that we protect our oceans.
Up ahead, good start for Tuwai and Barbarian.
Bula FM, number 2 and seri.
Bula FM, number 2 and seri.
The defending champions of the Fiji Bita Mara Sevens, Police Blue, lost their first game to Jerry Tuwai's FDS Barbarian Brothers 14-7. Fiji 7 squad member Kaminieli Rasaku and impressive super flanker Daniela Sandrungu scored for the Barbers, while Siva Niolo Matalomani dotted down for Police. Other players featuring for the side includes Pio Tuwai and Chuta Wainingolo. The Police Blue team had the services of Kalioni Nosoko. Police White is playing as the number 1 team this year. Discipline is one area National Sevens head coach Gareth Baber is strongly voicing in the 44th Fiji Bita Mara Sevens. While there are no questions asked about the vast pool of talent seen in the tournament, Baber says an aspect he is solely focusing on is players displaying clean rugby. The Welshman says practicing the basics right in local tournaments will make an impact in their performance in international rugby.
One of the big messages that I put across is the discipline that has to be shown in control around the tackle and around the breakdown area and the discipline generally. Things like not getting back 10. On international rugby, that's a yellow card straight away. So, you know, I want to use all the tournaments that we have here in Fiji to condition the players to think like that. And I think it's the right direction in which we need to go.
The North Queensland Cowboys co-signed the Broncos to their first ever wooden spoon with the 32-16 victory at Suncorp Stadium last night. Cowboys winger Kyle Feld helped himself to a hat-trick and gave retiring Cowboys legend Gavin Cooper a winning finish to his stellar 223-game career. Sunshine covers most of Fiji today. There's a slim chance of showers in the eastern, especially overnight, but we can expect fine weather again tomorrow. And that's your FBC News Now. Join us again at 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. In times of crisis, you need news you can trust. Get the verified facts from FBC's TV, radio and digital news, fbcnews.com.fj, keeping Fijians connected with the truth. Enjoy your weekend.
Bula FM, number 2 and seri.
Bula FM, number 2 and seri.